Laird, to get us started, I've got some GOAT trivia for you.
Let's hear it.
Now these are not questions about actual goats. About
better.
The GOAT.
That's better for me.
Yes. Okay, so question 1. This player has won the most Ballon d'Ors in history with 8.
Messi,
that's right. That's right. What club has Messi scored the most goals against?
Oh. Real Madrid.
38 goals against Sevilla.
Sevilla, man. Come on. Oh, my God.
What country has Messi scored the most goals against?
Country. Paraguay.
I thought you were going to say it, Bolivia.
Oh, I was going to say Bolivia.
Yeah. In Sorare Game Week 260, 2 players in my gallery scored 100 points. One of them was Lionel Messi. Who was the other?
Sven comes.
Yes. What shirt was he wearing?
That one behind you?
That one.
Wow.
Wow. One. Yeah. What is Lionel Messi's middle name?
Andres.
Andrew.
Well, and welcome into the Sorare Data Show. I am Andrew Lairdinho. You can find me as Lairdinho on Sorare. Joined today by Mr. Sevilla.
Sevilla.
Right, Toby. That pronunciation up there with Toolhouse, I agree. My God.
It's like you can't even make jokes about it now. It's just like it flows so naturally.
It's something, all right. It's thanks everyone for coming in. Looks like Toby was in first. What did Tuggy say? Will today's skit be Andy performing an MRI on Messi's leg?
Ooh.
Oh man. And Arthur said, if you try every day, you will never miss a lucky day. I'm not even sure I know what that means, but congratulations. You were on the podium today. What is up? Liam, So Legendary, Nils, Braden, Chani, what's up? Shaforko, appreciate everyone coming in. ZM Star says, whatever Messi goes for, we are not back, Andy. We're not. We don't call on this show whether we're back or not.
That's right.
We're a dip deciding show.
We are the dip deciders for sure.
That's right. Asker Luho is how I would say that. Welcome. So we're Malta, Blue Tomatoes. What's up? Josh XLs, Mustafa. Appreciate everyone coming in. Oh, and David. What's up, David? Thank you for coming in. Andy, is it unreasonable for me to think that this Lionel Messi unique card, which is his second with Inter Miami, and his first or his only one of this season, is it unreasonable to think that anything under $1 million is bad?
It's probably unreasonable, yeah.
That's a little unreasonable?
Yeah. Especially since it's the worst Miami kit ever.
Oh, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
I mean the centered badge just looks so weird. It's like they did the Microsoft Word center line button, and then they were like print jersey. Yeah,
I never thought of that, Andy, and now it's all I can see.
Yeah, and is that what is that? An anchor, like a boat anchor?
Is it a crown? Yeah, an anchor and a crown. I don't know who their sponsor is, which makes it an excellent.
I just assumed that Adidas was the sponsorship, but is the boat anchor and a crown that's the sponsor?
I would assume so. Yeah.
I think the one I'm wearing is XBTO. I don't know.
Yeah, which what wasn't that like a crypto exchange? Maybe not.
Oh, it probably was. Yeah.
Bank. I don't know. I don't know what that is. If anybody knows, ZM Star says Royal Caribbean.
That would definitely line up with the artwork there. Yeah. It's like we talked about that game where you take pictures and you turn them into words. I mean, that's basically this game, right?
That's it. Yeah. You're not much of a cruiser?
I've never once been on a cruise, and like a couple years ago, I was like, we should definitely go on a cruise. I was talking to my wife, and then like I started researching cruises, and they didn't seem fun at all.
So before I respond to that, ZM Star said he actually christened the Icon of the Seas, which is the largest cruise ship ever made. Maybe it's the largest.
Yeah.
No, I think it's the largest cruise ship. The thing is massive. I have been. And Togi said you'll be a big cruiser once you get your trimaran. There we go.
Yeah, once I can steer the ship, I'm in.
I went on a cruise for spring break of my senior year of college, and never again. And I get why people like them, but I also get why people would never go on them.
Yeah. Well, so why would you never go back?
I just don't need to have all of that stuff in the exact same place on a boat.
I don't need to be stuck on this tube of old people. Is what I don't need.
They're not
diarrhea. And diarrhea.
That's really where we start to lose everybody who thinks that it's a good idea. The vice is with you. Cruises seem like the worst thing ever. I get it. I get why people don't. My wife would have like no interest in going because she was like, the idea of being like on the ship and then you go outside and you're like, there's no land like anywhere. It's a little, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't even know. It's a little weird though, to just like look around and just be like, shit, if something happens, we are dead.
That's not even what bothers me about it. It's like, hey, you can get on this boat and don't worry, we'll take care of everything. We've got everything sorted out. There's plenty of things to do. There's like so much interesting stuff, but you can only do what we say you can do. Like tonight, you can eat dinner at the whatever or go to a show or the theater. And I don't need somebody telling me what I can or can't do.
It's not that structured. You can go to one, and if you were like, I just want to stay in my room for the week, they'll let you do that.
Yeah, but I definitely don't need anybody like allowing me to do that. I need like when I go on a trip, I want to like do stuff.
I mean, there's tons of stuff.
Like what?
Water slides. You can go to a show, you just set it yourself. They had like a dueling piano bar at the one I went to. It was great. Good times.
Okay.
Looking for Food said cruises are great when you're on land. And Braden says it just feels like you're tempting fate for no good reason. That is a fantastic line. Toby said the biggest reason to travel for me is to explore a new country or city and walk around, which I'm with you on that one. But ZM Star says he thinks you'd like an Alaskan cruise.
My parents went on one of those a few years ago, and it sounded like even more boring than like a Caribbean cruise because it's like, oh, but it's cold, so now you can't swim. Yeah. You can't swim, but I guess they do have like heated pools and stuff. But still, yeah. I don't know. And then like the excursions you can go do, like somebody explained you can go explore a new country or city whenever it docks. Well, Alaska is not a new country. It's like, oh, there's trees and mountains, maybe. Yeah. Laird, I think is your video frozen? Is it anybody else see Laird's video is frozen, or is it just me?
That's no good. I don't think so. Just for you? I can't tell. Let me see. I thought we were. Oh wait. Let me check. Am I live? No, I don't think I'm frozen.
Okay.
But if anybody in chat wants to let us know.
All right. Well, I'll just stare at a frozen Laird face for the.
Yeah, that's funny. That's that is very silly. Anyway, everyone says it's all right. Zam started said it's just you. You must be on that Gator Guy Wi-Fi.
Yeah, this is gonna be awkward. I don't know how you're gonna react to things. I'm gonna say something, and then you might have a very angry, stern look on your face, and I'm expecting a laugh.
I would suggest that you just like kind of refresh your screen, but then I wonder if you'll ever come back.
Okay.
But I think we should try it.
I'm gonna tempt fate.
All right, let's do it. This is what this show is all about. Just Andy tempting fate with his Wi-Fi. Anyway, does anyone think that this will work? Because I'm like, I don't think it will. Here he goes.
Oh, you're fixed. You're fixed. You're fixed.
Ah,
there we go. Turn it off. Turn it back on again. Andrew Laird, IT support.
What can I say? Learn from the best. So, Andy, you just told me that $1 million for this Royal Caribbean JPEG is not reasonable. What is reasonable?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
The new season stuff has really put a spin on things. Like whenever I'm like, even for me, like looking at a rare or super rare, it's really hard to like price these out. And you guys have talked about it on other shows, you and Sean or you and Gator and Surfula yesterday, about like extracting value, or even just like, what is this card worth now, and then what is it worth next year? Because it's in season now. It can win you all these cash rewards. What's that value going to look like a year from now? And I don't know.
I don't know either.
Obviously, yet less.
Why less?
Well, because but next year it won't be the new one. There'll be another new one. Yeah,
that's fair. I don't know. Was this one 3D last year's? It wasn't, right?
No.
Oh man, I mean 3D Messi.
You got the better pose though.
For sure.
Like I love the Tigris, arms folded.
Tigris wannabe cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't had a bid. Let's see. There's 17 and a half minutes left. There have been no bids in the last 2 days. We're currently at 20,727. It's over 5 ETH from FM2LGE, which I bet you pronounce separately, but I don't know. FM2LGE. Do they have any cars? Maybe they're new. Not new. They've been here longer than me.
They have 15 uniques.
Highlighted by Mario Balotelli. Let's go.
That would be a really strange gallery to win this card.
I mean, they bought the Messi Super.
Essentially, they can't use it.
What do you mean?
They can't use the Messi. If they were to win it, they can't use it at all.
Oh, the unique.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's just step one, and they're waiting for the others.
Yeah.
I'm not here to tell someone else that they can't.
Oh, I'm not either. It's just weird when you see someone buy something and they can't really use it.
I mean, let's see.
I mean, I suppose they could play it down in the super rare division, but they already have the new super rare. So.
Multi-entry. Don't sleep on multi-entry, Andy. Do you think, let's see, what does he got here for challenge? These are the challenger ones. Not a single, there is a midfielder. Does Danny DeVitt still play? Oh, yeah. Oh, he's banging. Slapping, excuse me.
It's kind of wild to have old man 41-year-old Pepe and Messi in a lineup, but I guess they're like the two most similarly aged guys on the platform as well, so maybe it does make sense.
Awesome lately.
Well, somebody was talking about how great he played yesterday, and it was like, oh well, he had like 40 Sorare points, so this wasn't that great.
It's not always about just Sorare points, Andy.
Yes, it is. It is.
I mean,
it's all that matters.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. I wonder how many people get in on this.
I think we're going to, at minimum, 8 ETH.
8?
Yeah.
Have there been other big ones lately?
Probably not, since ETH has been at 4,000 or close to 4,000. It just makes it really hard for people to want to spend a lot of money on any of these cards when ETH is rallying like it is right now.
Yeah. I think it was on, let's see here. Cucho went for 4.8. Wow. Wow, Tony Cruz 3.2.
That's a fun one. Would you rather have a new in-season Cucho, or Messi right now?
Messi.
Yeah. Although you get like 10 years of classic card utility out of Cucho, right?
I mean, who knows what the next stop is?
Serie A.
Actually do. Yeah, exactly. Daniel says, give me Cucho all day. Bologna Cucho is not going to be an all day call anyway. And he says, I think Pranksy will never lose this auction. Yeah, I mean,
is he going hard in the MLS comps?
Yeah, he's just going hard in new season anything.
Yeah.
But I assume so. Oh, the old Danny Olmo.
Doesn't look like he has any MLS uniques yet.
Oh, he's got Cucho.
He's got the Cucho, okay. And Sergei Kristov.
Who knew that the answer to Cucho or Messi was, why not both?
Yeah. ¿Por qué no los dos?
That's right. Got a little Ricky Pooch action here. I mean, he's got, if he could have Ricky Pooch, Messi, Cucho, I mean, that's a pretty decent start.
Unique side, you need 2 or 3. You need 3 in season, but for the special weekly, you only need 2 unique in season. So, I mean, hey, Messi and Cucho, that's pretty good 2 in season uniques to go with there.
That's what I mean, yeah. And even just after that, like he's got Lloris and Cucho. Sorry, Lloris, Ricky Pooch, Cucho, and Messi. So he just needs one new season defender, and he's set.
Was that Miami defender that he had? Was that not in season?
Was that a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who this guy is. That doesn't mean anything, though. So he starts. He needs an LAFC guy to pair with Crepeau.
You mean Lloris?
Sorry, yeah.
Crepeau's at Portland now, is that right?
Portland, yeah.
Is he doing all right?
Not a clue. I know he's leaving for international duty.
What's it with Sorare having all these fun special competitions during international breaks? I mean, I get like it's hard to like plan around this stuff, but it seems like it always happens and it's annoying.
Wow, he's doing really well.
Yeah, he's crushing it.
Do you think that Sky was saying Messi on international duty for 2 of the 3 MLS weeklies, but I mean, he's hurt now anyway. Do we think that I hate saying this. Do you think they knew, or that they were like, no, let's start it now, and nobody was like, hey, do you notice that like a lot of guys leave?
The other thing that's annoying is that there's overlap. Like the first week of the special weekly is before the switch over to challenger, contender, all that crap, and then the second week is the first week of it, and then third week is like a week into it. Like I don't know why they didn't just do it before. But I don't think that they like do it intentionally, but I think that they're all almost like, fuck it. It's not our fault that MLS continues to play through international breaks. But we're just going to do the tournament.
But like they could have just waited a week.
Then people would have been like, hey, MLS is playing. Why aren't we doing the special weekly? And they would have had to wait 2 weeks, right?
Why?
Isn't it two game weeks where you're going to lose guys?
Oh, 61 and 63? I bet they come back for 63.
Surely.
I don't know. ZM Star said, how often can you guys be surprised by Sorare ineptitude? So, like, that's my question, though. Like, I'm not sure this is ineptitude, or they were just like you said, fuck it, let's just do it.
Yeah. They might have just been like, go fuck, man.
Like, yeah, it's
Not our
MLS, just do it.
problem. Yeah, not our problem.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Crepeau is doing really well.
There's so many MLS uniques on auction right now. It's crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Just
let's go shopping.
Let's go shopping.
16. All right. Oh, you got biscuits. Go get them.
Pranksy will probably do that, right? No bids.
Surely. Yeah. What is that? 21 hours left? 0 bids.
He could be yours right now for $263.
Right now. Yeah. Right now. The Schulte one should be interesting because he is going to leave and be a backup at Arsenal or somewhere. Was it Arsenal? Chelsea? Some Premier League.
Arsenal, and Pranksy's currently winning it, and Pranksy, I don't think gives a fuck. I don't think he cares. He probably doesn't know, and he also wouldn't care.
So,
because guess what? The utility of that card is this season anyway. So unless he's leaving in the summer, which is that the rumor that he's leaving in the summer? Yeah. Then it doesn't really matter.
So I I think Pranksy gets a raw deal with his football knowledge that everyone's like, he doesn't know anything, he just has money. Like maybe he knows a lot. Who knows?
Maybe Pranksy's not a person.
I mean, maybe it's 12 people.
Yeah.
But
somebody's making relatively good decisions to where
right.
They're winning stuff.
Right. And I feel like it's probably a situation where somebody's like, hey, I have this budget. It's higher than you would ever dream of. So just go win this game. Yeah. And you'd be like, cool, let's go.
Yeah.
Shaforko says Pranksy is Pavel, which I don't agree with at all.
It's actually Mark YNWA. He's like it's like Blackpool 2.0.
I don't think we need to start that rumor, Andy. Oh man, that would be something. All right. Everyone who came into the game within the last year has no idea what we're talking about. And honestly, it's for the better. Yeah. That Shallowy unique is pretty nice. Oh, Ojeda? Oh my God. Carlos Heel? Where's Sean? 5 days. Blake, Pookie. You're right. Here's the Lloris combo.
Oh, that would be, yeah. I feel like he'll go get Aiden Morris as well.
Sure.
Like the guy that Pranksy would be adding to that gallery.
Yeah.
I don't see him bidding on guys like Pookie or who else was up there? Ojeda. I guess he might go after Blake.
Surely Carlos Heel.
Yes, definitely.
What did we...
I mean, honestly, the strategy Pranksy pretty much employs, and it is very successful, is like go look at the top 5 players in any region and just buy those players.
And just buy them, right.
Yeah. They're the best players in the game for a reason.
For some reason, I thought he does have a Morris unique.
Okay.
I thought so.
He has a Klaus unique?
Hell yeah, he does.
That's random.
Suarez. I think Connor Ronan just got hurt. Somebody confirm that? Thought I read that. There's Herrera, Artur, Mickey.
He needs the Maya to go with that stat. Or is Mickey's a Galaxy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that's not bad. All right. We've got 5 minutes left. Still no more bids. We are 979,232.38 from $1 million. I think that's right.
It's kind of gross that you did that.
I don't think I did it correctly. Maybe I did. I don't know. Chani said Grimaldo's not starting this week. Womp womp.
Hey, do I have to do something to like make Sorare data notifications work this game week or something? Because I noticed that they're not. Do I just need to sign out, sign back in?
Yes.
I need my troubleshooting advice right now.
Yeah, just restart the app. Do you have the latest version?
I think so. Yeah.
All right. Then yeah, just restart it. Restart your phone. Restart the router too. Just yeah.
All of a sudden,
Turn your car on and off.
This video cuts out. Oh,
Yeah.
I guess he restarted his router.
Yeah. Make sure your notifications are set. All that good stuff.
Really?
Don't give me that look. That's the look everyone else gives you, Mr. Have you tried restarting it?
Yeah, that's true. The worst is when you ask them if they have, and they're like, "Oh yeah," and then you go to Task Manager and you're like, "Oh, uptime says 7 days.
Yeah.
What's this all about?"
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah. Come on, people.
Anyway, Skylar saying Ronan's out 6 to 8 weeks with some structural things per Chris Armas. And then he made up 2 names of guys who will likely start at Seattle.
Yeah,
Luffelson and Diak. It
looks like black. Look at that. Pull that back up. That's black. Yeah.
I see it. it. ABC123 is asking us what we think about the Kim Tae-hwan unique price. Andy, fun fact. I have a Kim Tae-hwan card.
A limited? Rare.
It was one of the first cards I ever bought. Sean has his super rare, one of the first cards that we ever bought.
Hey, ask me what team he plays for.
What team does he play for, Andy?
I have no idea.
He said it in that note. Jeju.
I didn't know that was a team.
Yeah, but he used to play for Suwon, I think, or yeah.
Is he good or bad?
I mean, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
He used to be bad, and now he's good.
Well, no, he used to be like okay,
and then he was bad, and then he was
Sean makes this argument that when he bought the card, he was like one of the best U23s on the platform.
Okay.
Which must be in this period, and then not so much anymore.
Okay.
I don't think he's even U23. Oh, he is still U23 for a couple days.
So what did his unique card get sold
I was just
for?
about to say, let's 0.5, $2,000.
For a guy with an L15 of 51, that seems normal, I guess. I don't know. By the way, only 90 seconds left on the Messi auction.
Oh,
if you don't want to get distracted from that.
Sorry. Yes. Let me refresh to make sure we got this.
Yeah.
All right. This is why we don't do unique watches anymore, by the way, because we're just sitting here watching a bid from 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Like, where's AJ? Surely AJ wouldn't let this go for 5 ETH.
I think the well has dried up for a lot of whales in regards to like being able to spend on these types of cards.
Right. And to win challenger cards with them. Challengers,
yeah.
Maybe FM2 large that somebody said is going to be the newest like super whale on the platform.
I wonder also too if like some of the whales are just like, all right, yeah, sure. This FM2 large guy can just have the card because he can't use it anyways.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I wonder how much of that goes on. But also too, like, I don't know, I would see if I had 20 grand I could just like piss away. Yeah, I'm definitely spending it on this Messi.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But I don't know. That's really weird for Pranksy not to go after that card at all.
I agree. Well, they went after it, but just didn't stay for the end.
Now,
so there it is.
Now there wasn't like an announcement that like Messi's leg is broken or anything while we were on this.
That's a good point.
Right?
Looking for food. said, "Where's the Pavel referral money? Surely he can get it." Yeah, all those shit coins that he's been putting out.
Yeah, Chani said the most anticlimactic unique auction ever. I would say so. Yeah.
Like nobody bid on this card for 2 days. Andy,
We are not back, baby.
No,
we are not back.
Daniel Cooper said he's going to play it in rare and limited.
Well, looking at the guy's gallery, that might be the only places that he can play it.
Doesn't seem good, Andy. Doesn't seem good.
What, 20 grand for a Messi doesn't seem good?
It doesn't. It is more than Cucho.
It's weird, is what it is, because there's like so many factors at play. Obviously, when you look at like sheer amount of ETH, it's like, I don't know, what would the last Messi go for, like ETH wise, like 20 ETH or something, 25 ETH.
So the other thing I was thinking about this card, and maybe I'm either overestimating the importance of it, but you have a lot of opportunities to use this card. It was almost 34 ETH.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So a lot of I appreciate that's like a new season card, and therefore you're going to want to play it in like Challenger's unique new season. But for a lot of the MLS season, you can use this card in All-Star. Like All-Star still exists until August. Who knows when in August? But like, I feel like you should be. It's a good card for that. No,
I guess, but I don't know. This guy's gallery isn't even that great for that, right?
I don't even mean for that gallery, but for any of the guys who we would expect to be in on this card.
Sure, yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I see in-season cards almost as like disposable. I know they're not, because classic cards are still good, but like I see them almost as disposable, and my goal with them is to win more money than I pay for them.
In 6 to 9 months.
Right, in the in-season stuff. So, I mean, part of it certainly is like looking at prize pools, and I think you guys said it. There's no more mysteries about like prizes, especially in the in-season competitions. Like you know exactly what you can and cannot win. It's like the absolute max I can win this game week is X number of dollars. The minimum is this, and it probably takes a lot of the splashy type of spending on cards like this, because there's there's no more uncertainty. It's like, this is what you can win.
Well, there's still uncertainty in, like, doesn't the uncertainty still exist in the classic competitions?
Sure, but not really.
Why not?
Like, what you can win the end season cards,
right?
Which have like predictable things that you can win with the end season cards. So like it really kind of almost puts a value on those. I feel like.
Chani said people are looking more at EV now with uniques after prize pools have become public, which I don't even think that's a unique thing. Like it's
it's any card.
Yeah. It might just be easier to figure it out at unique because you can see who else can play and how many. Yeah, I don't know. Blue Tomato said, does this auction confirm even whales see the cards valued in fiat? Which I think is the fact that like nobody wants to spend ETH.
I think that everybody, I don't think that whale, non-whale. I mean, I've switched all of my views to fiat especially with like the fluctuations in ETH prices. Like I saw a notification on my phone earlier today that ETH was down 6% today or something. It's just like, I don't have to keep track of that. Just I'll price in fiat now.
Yeah. I'm glad some notifications are working for you.
You always find a way to like get that little, like the knife insert and then the little twist. Oh, Jesus.
I'm really twisting my own company, not you.
Yeah.
Ben said I would use that Messi in classic competitions if I had him.
Hey, so this podcast today was kind of like a Messi auction watch. Can we change it to be an Alessio Castromontes score watch?
Sure, yeah.
Watch along. I mean, he's one of our favorite players.
I mean,
one of our most obscure favorite players that we both love so much, and I think we could just enjoy watching him score together.
I didn't even play mine.
Did you see smashing?
No, but I assume so because I didn't play mine. Didn't even think about it. Well, yeah, I'm not sure I even thought
That's
about it.
usually the way it goes. You don't play that guy and he smashes.
Why is he playing center back?
Couldn't tell you. I have him in a lineup with, or an academy lineup with 3 DMPs. So that's why I noticed it, I guess.
Was Tadic known?
Not by me.
Yeah, I got him right here. Thankfully, Pedro Gallese made sure this lineup was not going to do anything. Nanzo, hello there, said I spent the last 2 days revaluing my whole gallery in fiat. It was painful. What is... I mean, there's literally a setting on Sorare data that you can just change to fiat. Why is it any different?
Well, maybe he has his own valuations for things. Yeah. I think for uniques, a lot of times, it's kind of hard to use one sale to value a card.
Yeah. Toby said we should stretch the show to 3 more hours and make it a Kyogo Tsunemoto score watch, which I can assure you we will not.
And I can assure you, I don't know what team he plays on.
Yeah, no way. Sora Malta said, do you think the incremental increases in the MLS special cash prizes, in the MLS special cash prizes will be applied in the new comps to balance depreciation in card prices? Did you notice that part of the MLS special prize pool?
I did, yeah. So I've seen a lot of opinions on this, and I've seen a lot of opinions on this for like doing it for the like regular in-season competitions. I'm almost like full stop. I think the pain is okay, and I think that they don't need to fluctuate them based on it being early or late in the competition, because you're just creating a cliff. Like, let that cliff taper versus let that cliff fall off dramatically. And I feel like if you keep the prizes the same and you just have less time, people will slowly change their valuations. But if you ramp up the prizes, people are going to be more likely to hold on to those cards, and then everyone will want to get rid of them at the same time.
That's fair.
Seems less good.
Yeah. I had some people, like multiple people message me after we talked about that last time with like that reasoning that it's inevitably going to create this cliff, and people who join like later in the season will not realize why that's the case until all of a sudden their cards are worth nothing.
Right. And then their experience as a user is, I bought these cards and 3 weeks later their prices fell off a cliff.
And I didn't win anything, and this game sucks.
Yeah, not ideal.
Yeah.
So I think if you just leave it be, let the market handle the slow decline in prices, we'll be just fine.
All right. You said so. How do you feel about USG rotating almost everyone except Castromontes ahead of this weekend's match against Antwerp?
Well, he's playing center back, which involves a lot less running.
All right. I haven't gotten the Michael Bradley meter out there, but
your question is, are we starting him with confidence on the weekend?
I wasn't going to play him anyway.
Oh, come on, man.
Away to Antwerp?
He's
Get
a
out.
stud.
No.
A 0-0 game. That's what we're getting. A 0-0 game at Antwerp.
No thanks. Hard no. I have 17 lineups made, and he didn't make one.
I haven't made lineups yet. In fact, I'm going to set my lineups different tonight than I've set my lineups in the past probably 200 game weeks.
So ready to suggest button?
No. Typically, I have my two screens, and I'm like using the lineup builder on one, and then like I'll do research or other things on my other screen. Tonight, I'll be taking my daughter to soccer practice, and she has her Thursday night practices are super late, 8:30 p.m. So I'll be setting them from a laptop in the parking lot.
Have you ever tried to set? Because you have how many lineups do you set a week? 25-ish.
A lot. Yeah.
Have you ever tried to do them just on the app?
On midweeks, I have.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
When I only had like 3 or 4 lineups. And the experience is fine. But I've just become so used to having like multiple screens and just like referencing different things.
Sure.
You know, the other funny thing too is I see people talk a lot about making different lineup drafts. I don't do that either. I have one draft, and then I'll tweak that draft throughout either throughout the week or that night, like the night of that I do lineups. But I don't create multiple drafts.
So the last my draft is like week to week basically, and it usually comes down to if I can't decide what my best lineup should be. I basically like make one, like if I think it's all-star rare plus, then I make that the first one. And then I was like, all right, how does everything else go? But then I'm like, if it's all-star rare or if it's anything else, it's like, all right, how does that all break down? And so the last 3 weekend game weeks, I made my lineups ahead of time, and something happened Friday morning that made me just start all over again. And so I've been doing my lineups. Like I literally start from scratch 90 minutes before the game week starts while I watch Quinny and Harry's like deadline preview show. And
what was it? Like Messi was out or something or
something, or like Quinones was going to rotate. So it was like, oh, all right. So that's like one of my best cards is now out. And the drop off to the next one was like so big that I was like, all right, I'll prioritize a rare lineup this week. And it's an absolute madhouse. However, thanks to, I think it was George H.W. Bush, which one's the younger one?
I don't know.
Bush Jr., who's not really Junior. I believe he's the one who changed our daylight savings date. And so now we have an extra hour this week for our lineups.
Yeah. Thank you, George H.W. Bush. Yeah, great man.
At least for that.
Laird, I've got kind of a bone to pick. Regarding
H.W. was the older one, by the way. Sorry.
Okay. I just watched a conspiracy video on the Bush's American conspiracy.
You're going to say on Sorare. I'm like, cool.
Oh no, that would be fun. That would be fun. There would be a web of Nicholas is actually Pal. It's crazy.
I'm disappointed it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, we need to get Gaka and Fans Rare on that. I think that they would be the ones to, Charlie this.
They've been a little quiet recently. Maybe they're hard at work.
Yeah. In the basement smoking cigarettes and charting all this out. Sorare After Dark, Sorare conspiracies. Yeah.
Has nobody done one of those? Surely somebody had to have. Like, how have Simon and Alistair not done one yet?
Well, they were busy coming up with the new 10 Commandments that were absolutely amazing. I was crying. Laughing.
Like legitimately crying laughing at that video. It is so good.
Yeah.
Anybody who hasn't watched the latest Sorare Down Under video is like, oh my God. Like
the best part is they put the freaking like costumes on, and they just stay in character
It's-
for the entire thing. Like they don't
It's
come
so
out of.
good. They were talking about
They're
how
both
hot it
amazing.
was, and they just kept it on. Like I couldn't believe it. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
I don't see anything. I literally just searched Sorare conspiracies on YouTube, and I'm disappointed. Who do you think is the appropriate person to like? I really do think that Alistair and Simon should do it. Like I can't think of anyone better to do it.
I've got one. Trippin' B. I feel like he is a conspiracy guy at heart. Like he probably has his own weird beliefs about society and different things and dark, cults and whatever. And I think he could dig in, and not only he would give the whole conspiracy thing like really like he would do it justice, I feel like.
So I think the biggest reason I don't think he should do it is because I'm fully convinced everybody would watch it and be like, oh my God, he's right. Like, I think we would all believe it too much. And so I really don't want him to do it.
Yeah, fuck, he's right.
Yeah, just being like, oh my God. Like, we're just going to be sitting there just like.
Yeah, Alistair and what's Simon, they do it and people are laughing. Trippin' B does it and people are like,
yeah, they're just like, yeah, like immediate gallery sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bone to pick.
Oh, right.
CONCACAF Champions Cup. We had some games this midweek, right?
Okay.
Let's see here. Philadelphia lost by 5 goals
100. Yeah.
6 goals to a contenders team. Who else played here? Orlando lost to a contenders team by what, 6 goals? I think the combined aggregate in those two games was like 10-1.
And Tigres did it with a backup goalie.
Right. And now tonight, let's see how Cincinnati's going to Monterey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how that goes.
Are you implying that either Liga MX should be in challengers or that MLS should be in contenders, or you're just going to leave it out there and let others decide?
I'm not implying that at all. I'm saying that.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah. MX and contenders is silly, but that's fine. We have this evidence out here. We don't need any more than that.
Your name said Pachuca should be in champions.
Yeah. After that performance, I agreed.
Do you think that they should upgrade Liga MX to challengers?
I mean, at this point, no. I don't think that they should change anything now. Like, it's stuck the way that it is. People have made lots of changes based on that stuff that they said. So it needs to be this way for a bit. But that doesn't mean I have to be happy about it, Laird.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Going back to the conspiracy thing, Sora Malta said someone somewhere has a shaky video footage of Pavel on the grassy knoll.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to argue with you. As somebody who played the America division mostly without MLS cards.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm a big Argentina and Mexico guy myself for America.
Argentina can stay in contender.
Get.
I don't need your river stacks. I don't need your river stacks playing against my MLS and Mexican guys.
Well, I don't
know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be fine with them moving. I don't even remember who else is in. Like, they should move the English Championship down and Liga MX up. How about that?
Handshake. Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, I'm projected first in Champion America, according to Schuyler. Love to hear that. I don't think it's happening, but we'll see.
Let's see what that lineup looks like. What is it? Champion America rare?
Just rare, yeah. Got a little Monterey defensive stack there.
Ooh. That Andrada card is
dude,
cool.
Andrada has been
so good.
Amazing. Yeah, he's so good. He's it's fun to have a goalkeeper like this, is all I'll say, considering most of my goalkeepers are not like this.
It's like Everson back in the day. 19 rares. Look at you.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh, good. Krupu's got one.
I just recently bought one too. Like, I think I bought it in maybe January or December or something.
0.189. That seems like a great price at the time.
No clue. Yeah. It's funny that you say at the time, because it was not that long ago, January.
I mean, a long time ago. A one soul, is that? I don't know how much that is. Damn.
The times, they are a changing.
For real. Skylar said he's projected for third, so he's coming after you.
Sounds like he needs a big game from Lucho, and I need a big game. I mean, neither of those things will happen because the two outcomes are completely competing against each other. Like, he needs, if he gets a big game from Lucho, then I'm nowhere near that podium.
Right.
And if I get a clean sheet, then he's probably not by the podium. I would think.
The old Inter Miami stack with Lucho.
Yeah. It's a fun
Did
one.
you have I talked to you about how he got this Lucho?
No.
This is just how Sorare works now. He won a Kai Wagner new season rare and traded it straight up for old Gald and old Lucho.
That is a fun trade.
Gator guy was trying to get me to start trying to victory lap my Kai Wagner call, but I'm not ready to do it yet.
What do you have? One bad game?
I mean, he's got an L5 of 41.
Pull up his stats.
You really want to do this?
Yeah, let's do it. All right. So he's got a DMP in there.
Please explain to me how all of these scores are actually fine.
Well, he's got this horrible run of games. He's got these CONCACAF Champions Cup games. He's having to play all these midweeks. My man is tired. He had to play this 120-minute game, and then he didn't even get the next game off. Coach made him go in at halftime. Like, why is he a halftime sub? He just ran around for 120 minutes straight. Finally, he gets his rest at home against Seattle in the rainy game that didn't even get played. Coach probably would have put him out there and made him play for, at least 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then we had the Pachuca game. The Pachuca game is interesting because he has 5 AA. You have to think of it this way, Laird. He has 5 AA in a game that they gave up 6 goals. So really, you just erase the negative 24, and you say that he had 30 AA. So really and truly, that's like a 60-plus game right there.
It's a 20 point game.
Well, it's a 60-plus, and then you give him the clean sheet bonus. I mean, he's in the 70s. So you really have to think of it that way. 2 goals,
too, and we're in the 90s.
You really just have to think of it that way. And I mean, if he were getting proper rest, we'd be looking at a L15 of 60, 65, something like that. So think of it. You can think of it how you want to think of it. And let me put my rose tinted glasses on and, see the.
How about that 4 of his next 5 are on the road?
Doesn't seem like a problem, especially since one of them is Austin.
Yeah, that's true. This weekend.
Yeah. Be interesting to see how he does in that game.
Do you think he starts?
Sure, yeah.
So confidently after he just went 90 in this destruction by Pachuca.
Yeah, but he got his rest in the midweek, so he should be fine.
It's going to look like Doku at some point. That was the midweek. What do you mean? You got the rest of the weekend.
Ooh, West Ham scored again.
Let's go. Bowen?
4-0. Bowen's got a goal. Kudus just scored. Yeah. Oh, Cresswell's got a goal today. Oh, Cressy. Cressy's on 70 points.
Do you have him in a lineup? We were just looking at your results.
I don't. I think I played him in training, but he was locked in to start because Emerson's out. I should have played him somewhere, but I didn't have
you should have.
Didn't have the stones to do it.
I guess not. You know what I don't dislike are the people who complain that scores are too high, and here you are sitting 6th in Champion America. 3 decisives, fair enough, but come on, man.
That lineup is hilarious, isn't it? Well, yeah, you're right. 3 decisives, or -1 decisive, however you want to put it.
Yeah. Let's see.
I've got one with Gaise too, where it's really bad like that too.
I've got a guy as a lineup. All right, so yeah, I saw before. Where's yours? Let's see.
Scroll through all my Blakes. I have 3 Blakes.
So I was talking to Gator Guy yesterday, and I was like, I have this idea. How dumb is it? And the idea was basically to get 2 versions of a goalie. And he was like, as somebody who had 2 Andre Blakes last year, like, you just don't do it. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure Andy has like 3 or 4 Blakes. And he was like, yeah, don't do it.
I think it's 3. It might be 4, but there's a reason for it.
What a whale thing to say.
No, there's a reason for it. I had to buy the new in-season. Look at those beautiful new cards, by the way. I don't know if you just saw those, but oh god, yeah, look at that. That's incredible.
Could you have not paid more for this bomb? Like, come on, dude, help out.
Dude, that is a lot for bomb. There's a guy buying all the 1 of 10 St. Louis cards, and I was like trying to fight him on some of them, and these are the ones that I won, and they're not good ones. Like I overpaid for Big Sam and Blom and probably most of them. Any rate, the whole Blake thing is I bought the new season Blake, and then he kept a clean sheet, so I couldn't sell the old season. And then he had a midweek game, and I was like, well, I can just line him up and play him again. And then I did that, so I played him again, and I should have canceled those lineups and just got the old season one listed, because I for whatever reason I wanted to buy the in season one and run it, but so now I'm in this weird spot where I had him stuck in a lineup. But immediately once he gave up 12 goals, I should have listed him. I got Bendix too.
At least you got Bendix, yeah.
He's in.
He's not there anymore, right?
Yeah, he's in he's in Canada somewhere, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. David Alves said Mignon was subbed off at 27 minutes today.
Was he really? Oh, that sucks. Because I got him in a really nice lineup. Like a really nice lineup.
Yeah, you had some goalkeeper. Thank God you have Andrada.
Oh, geez, that's crazy. That Mignon thing.
Josh XL said Brooks Lennon new season limited selling for £35. That's like $1,000, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely overpaid for that Brooks, but the auction was going for like the same price, so I was just like, screw it. But,
wow, look at this chart.
Yeah.
Just somebody slapping down the instant buy at 44.71.
I mean, why not?
Ben Johnson said Bendick is the Whitecaps' third keeper. Is Hazel the second?
I don't know. I was going to ask the same question.
Somebody offered sent an offer for something for me on a different card today. He's not even on the team anymore.
Where in the world is Thomas Hassel?
This is so annoying. I love looking up guys, and they're like, he's a professional soccer player who most recently, and I'm like, damn it. He does.
Whitecaps FC too, maybe?
No, that was last year.
Look at him on Transfer Market, maybe. It's going to be like without club. Great.
Ay, ay, ay.
Without club. That's right. Oh, what's that? Patellar tendinopathy syndrome?
Honey sage dinner rolls.
Is that what that syndrome is? It's when you eat too many dinner rolls?
Oh, is that? I didn't know. I thought you were reading like the.
Yeah. Sorry.
How about this? Which player do you prefer?
I think Thomas Hassel, but I don't know the other guy.
Me
Kudus
neither.
with another goal. He's on 100 in my Mignon lineup.
Oh.
Yeah.
David Alves said he's probably playing chess with David Ochoa, who just got a job.
Yeah.
Where was it? LAFC 2?
Yeah, he's. You know what? That's the beauty of Sorare is David Ochoa. He's the greatest U23 goalkeeper of all time. He has a mental breakdown. He quits soccer. He comes back as a coach, and now he's working his way back to be on LAFC 2. Eventually, he's going to take Lloris's job, and when he does that, he's still going to be U23. The
Wow,
beauty is so rare. Beauty is so rare.
Wow. So I just noticed you have Castro Montes with Cresswell. I didn't realize that. Andy, you have like a hell of a rabbit hunting going on today this week.
That's a fun lineup. It's got a Chicharito in it too.
Yeah,
Lovely.
there he is.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good academy lineup right there. That'll earn me lots of XPs, right?
Yeah, and you could play that in like All-Star Rare next week. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't know. What was I looking for? This lineup.
That one right there. That's brutal.
Yeah.
And Dunk, maybe Dunk has a decent game. We'll see. It's a weird lineup though.
How late? Oh, so I guess Mignon wasn't a 0.
Right.
So
Yeah. At least I got points.
Yeah.
I mean.
So last thing, because we're going a little long here.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody today about the scoring matrix.
Ooh. I love talking about the Matrix.
It was less about the Matrix itself and more about just like the value of things and how like your first decisive gets you to 60 and then the next ones are 10. And so I think the way that people are kind of explaining that, they're like, yeah, the first decisive is 25 and then everyone's 10 after that. But it's not, because if you're a sub and you get a decisive, you go to 60. You don't go to 50. And I was wondering if we need to have the 25 for sub or 35 for, because somebody said, I think, was that in?
I think I said it. The reward for picking a starting player
to start, yeah,
is the 35 points.
Right. So, do you think that a sub goal or sub decisive should get you to the same as a starter decisive? Because you basically lose your 10 points of smart for being smart.
It's a great question. Great question. I don't have the answer to that. I was going to say that like when they first redid the Matrix, I wonder if we could find that blog. But when they first redid the Matrix, the scoring matrix was really weird. And the fact that it's the same thing that we have now, but the first goal didn't automatically take you to 60. It like had all these different weights in it. And it was like, I think it had to do with like difficulty of the goal, like the XG on the goal. So like I swear, some goals were worth like 18 points, some were worth like 13. And the weird thing is like a guy would end up with a hat trick and only have like 70 points. And you'd be like, what the hell? And then you'd have Declan Rice with 1 assist sitting on 110 or something. And the first iteration of the matrix that we have right now, defensive mids were like so broken good. Like they already are good.
They're also, yeah, I was gonna say.
But they were like legit OP. And like a striker that like banged in 3 goals, which even now, a guy scoring a hat trick and maybe has 3 BCMs too, and only being on like 80 points is kind of weird to look at.
Yeah.
Like if I'm someone new to the platform and I'm like trying to figure out how all the scoring and stuff works, I'm like, dude, this guy with a hat trick got outscored by the guy with 1 assist. Like,
Or sometimes none.
yeah, right. Like what's happening here? And it's Holland is a good example, and it's difficult for probably people to kind of understand that. But I think once you like really dig in and you have it explained to you, it does make sense. But maybe next show we can go back and look at that old Matrix, because there's some really weird shit in there. Like it's bizarre.
It's funny because I was thinking that all of us, because we're so used to it, when somebody's like, wait, so this guy, like, David Alva said Rondon had 4 decisives this week and only got to 93.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, but why did this like defensive mid score 100? And we're like, that's what makes this game so great.
Right.
It's not the goals. Don't worry about the goals anymore.
So, did you see Aiden Morris? He was on, I think it was Sorare in the States, or he was on a show.
Sorare interviewed him.
Okay, that's right.
Like a fan thing, yeah.
And I think it was Taco Slayer was talking to him, and he was like, "Hey, are you like, where do you think you rank in the game?" And immediately you could see Aiden Morris's head start to start thinking, and he's just like, probably. And Taco's like, no, everything you do on the field counts, like tackles, and then he's like, oh, okay, well, I'm probably top 5 now, like, but I mean, what did he score, like 3 goals last year or something?
Yeah.
Immediately when he thinks of a fantasy game, he's probably like, oh, well, I'm probably not that great at it because I don't
Right,
do a lot
I'm
of
not
goals
that guy.
assists.
Yeah. All right. The Daniel Cooper said, why should you get more points for players starting? Because they get more time to accumulate points. And I love this from Blue Tomatoes. Maybe you're even smarter if you can choose the player who can score coming from the bench.
There's nothing more frustrating than seeing someone that maybe you don't think they're good at Sorare, and they submit a lineup and it's got 4 bangers because they have Holland and they have De Bruyne and they have whoever. And then they choose this obvious guy that you knew was going to be on the bench, and everybody in the Sorare community knew that he was going to be benched. And then the guy comes in and scores a brace off the bench. There's nothing more frustrating than losing to that guy. So I don't think you should reward that behavior even more.
My favorite is that they also probably have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, even after the fact, they're just like, oh, yeah, you had 2 goals. Like, sweet. I was right.
Yep. Yeah. I win.
Yeah. Yeah. That is that. You got anything else?
Messi's the GOAT, and apparently he's only worth 5 ETH now.
And Liga MX should be in. Do you think he would be worth more or less if Liga MX was in Challenger?
That's such a stupid question.
Thank you, everybody, for joining. Don't even answer it. Please don't. Thank you, everyone, for joining. If you could please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Shout out to Quinny. And man, that was really stupid. Anyway, congratulations to, I already forgot their name, Something Too Large, for winning that Messi card. It's a cool one. It spins. It's 3D. I think it's the best one. It's the best looking one. I'll put it that way. So yeah, thank you, everybody. And we'll see you next week.